Hello and welcome, Cosmic Quantum Travelers. I hope you're doing good. We finally have KP5, well, at the moment of recording, the long-awaited solar storm has hit. And like I was shown this earlier on today, Sunday, well, yesterday now. Anyway, on Sunday earlier on, because I was, also waiting. And the message was it was coming later. And what I'm also feeling is that it will last now for the next 2 to 3 days. Let's see how long we need to do this for. Because truly, there is no world to save. No one to save. There's only one of us here, and truly no one can die. And this is a really important time to remember the real truth. That you are infinite consciousness, and you are not your thoughts, you're not your body, you're not your feelings, and you're here as the observer to hold the still point of the 0 point field on behalf of all, for us to fully collapse this fake simulation with as much ease and grace as possible. And that time is now. Ususha tena ke sena tena aina kurusukunu buddha. So this is truly where the cosmic star human, dragon starborn, fully rises like the phoenix from the ashes. Okay, we are the leaders, we are the founder races, we are the creator beings, the founder races, tribes that have created this time matrix. At least some of us here can remember the roles they have played. And just to explain, because today will be a special video that I was guided by Source to put out, to set the record straight, because that's literally what I'm here for, to set the cosmic history records straight. And my story is a big part of that and everything that's been happening around my channel. So, and I'm trying to bring this into more perspective, because I feel that the consciousness is at a level where they can understand me more better. And there will not be so much ego resistance coming up. Because I'm holding the core of this cosmic monadic blueprint. So basically the core fractal of the original being that has created everything since the beginning of what we would call linear time, creation, however we want to call this. And that's also why I can access what I share here, and have done over the last 2.5, 3 years, a lot, consistently, for free with everyone. And it came at a great cost to me. And yeah, there will be complaints in this video. Complaints. I will be moaning, okay? So if you don't like it, please, you know what to do. Fuck off. And Source did reassure me and assured me that it is my prerogative to tell people to fuck off who are coming onto my channel and leaving comments that are basically criticizing the way I do my work and tell me how to do it. I mean, I know the reasons why people do it, but they're nonsensical, surely. So there's a lot that happens around my field because I hold the core of the cosmic blueprint. So everybody will get their shadow false ego self triggered. I'm here to deliver the collective ego death. So that is my focus. My focus is ascension, whatever it takes. And yeah, I do deliver harsh and inconvenient, uncomfortable truths, because somebody needs to speak them, because that's the truth that liberates all. And I don't pacify people with false truths. And I'm here to help you remember your own truth, because we all came here to return parts of the new cosmic history records, which truly are, it's the blueprint of creation, free of all the fallen shit. That's what it is. It's a cognition of what is truly real. And this fallen reality is not. And that's all we have left to do right now, to realize. And your false character in the game, who's holding on to its identity, its false belief systems, its ego filters, is the only one suffering here. And that's the only one who gets me the wrong way and then tries to find things to hang me with. And yeah, if people send me donations and they expect me to send them a personal thank you, and if I don't do that, they are again, holding this against me. Yeah, no, it's false support. I don't need that. I have gotten false support, in all kinds of shapes and ways and forms. And, when people give donations, and especially larger amounts, and then they expect something back, it's just, I don't do this with people. When I give them, tips or donations, I don't expect them to get back to me. I certainly wouldn't hold it against them. Like, I've never had anyone get back to me with a thank you note. And sorry that I don't, and haven't given you more attention. But there's just so much I can do. And I've constantly have been speaking about how freaking exhausted I am dancing with burnout for the last 2 years, 2.5, whatever. Like infinity, really, since the freaking beginning of all of this fallen shit. Because I've lived many lifetimes. But it's like I could sit here, say this all day long. People are just, hey, you're just moaning all the time, and can you just get to the good stuff and just basically just keep sharing for free everything you do. Just give me what I want without giving anything tangible back to me. And then on top of this, then also criticizing me how I'm doing this. This is my channel, and I express myself the way I want to. It's my truth, my authentic expression of self. And yeah, there will be some administrative stuff, because this is also for the people who are truly supporting me and are part of my calls and membership. And those are the ones I will be focusing on, because I haven't had enough energy, time, because I've been holding this consistently. I constantly run activations for the whole collective, ultimately, and hold these containers. Once one finishes, the next one is online. You have no idea what it takes. And then deal with all of this bullshit, because these are just a few people who are even piping up. I feel this in the field, as well as I'm making new intentions around my videos, and it worked quite well. So I was literally shown daggers and swords being thrown at me in the field. Again, these judgments, attacks, criticism, that's what they're energetic attacks in the field, people. Okay? So take care of your spells, even if you're just thinking them, because they're going right back to you right now. So I was shown these daggers and swords being thrown at my direction. So psychic attacks, judgments, all of the shit, going right back to sender. So it felt good for me. So I'm no longer clearing everyone's shit through my field of those watching my videos, whilst their false ego self and false identity character in the game gets triggered. And literally the navigational tips, instruction sets that I share are instructions for your DNA, aka consciousness, to perceive itself, reality, and others in a whole different way. I'm doing reprogramming. So basically, I'm here to literally challenge and shift the way you think and perceive everything. And yeah, again, this triggers the false ego self and the shadow. And most people can't, at least until now, because this is changing now, because again, everything is going back to sender, that haven't been owning their shadow self, get triggered by me, and then throw this all back at me and always want to blame me and not taking any responsibility. This doesn't work anymore. It's just the end of that. Because generally, we're done being bodhisattvas, we're done being the sacrificial lamb, we're done carrying and clearing all the shit for everyone. And then people don't even want to give back to me. Because especially this year, it's been less and less people supporting, but they're still happy to receive. And even if it's really low prices, it's just, what do people expect? So I should just keep on giving, but you don't give back, or it just gets, worse. Because I know there's a lot of, again, I'm not blaming anyone. There's a lot of black magic involved, people being stuck in false light matrices, implants, inserts, bad programming. This is all what it comes back to. And again, the false ego self is clinging on to it. And when I speak some truths, I need to say when it's not okay to just, tap into my remote activations that I never anywhere said that would be for free. And if you take part in these things, I would expect for you to read the description of what you're even doing and taking part in. And then you would see the links to sign up. And otherwise it would say free. Just because it's remote doesn't make it free. And I understand people are ungrounded. There's a lot of black magic that has been put around my field. This is why people don't sign up. And I was also shown I've been pricing things way too cheaply. Like the whole entry of level 1 of my membership for 15 €15, and you get like 4 of the last group calls and 3 light language assisted activations, a total of over 20 hours of very sacred wisdom and gnosis shared that I have earned the hard way back. And that in itself should be like a mini course being offered for like at least €144. And I'm just literally giving it away. Anyway, you cannot, you can lead horses to the water, but not make them drink it. And that's fine. So again, I just needed to put the record straight here because again, everything I do here is because I hold this core blueprint. I know what needs to be corrected in the blueprint. I tell the one consciousness that I'm always speaking to, including myself, because I watch these videos back, integrate what I speak about further. That's how I stay in integrity. And I never said I was perfect. And if I ever seemed like I've bitten anyone's head off, I would always open up and correct that later on, as I have also, because somebody was making a comment about actually a group call I made available, I think last month or so, for free. And it was actually one of my worst group calls I could have made available for free. Because my laptop wasn't working. I was like, there was so much fuckery in the field at the time also. So it was just very tense. And then one of the group members did say something about a date next year that I gotten, and I did get triggered. And I did address that in the next call and handled it differently and expanded a little bit more on that and said, I'm sorry, but I got a bit triggered. Because you know why? Because she knows why. Or her head is still firmly on. Okay, good. So stop trying to find fault, okay, within me. Again, because of the blueprint I carry, I just trigger in people the shadow self, the false ego self, all these false belief systems, faulty programming, okay? And the false ego self doesn't like it. And because people's fields are compromised, they also have negative entities and, this consciousness working through them, because it's like the script I obviously have written it. But this is where it changes, truly, because I know people are getting me now. And I know I've been shown many years ago that I would be vastly successful because of what we have achieved, especially with our container. And that was, oh my God, this has been so hard. I literally don't even know how I made it through. But anyway, here we are. And all I can see is we're fully ascending. We are doing a call. Well, we're doing a little call for all members on the 7th. So today at 21:12 p.m. UK time. If you do want to join us, you would need to sign up to at least level 1 or 2 or 3 of the membership container. You can see the details below in the description box. And we're going to do an introduction call because I said I would do 1 or 2 cosmic updates, which I'm taking offline. Today's video update is a bit special. Anyway, taking it offline and going to do 1 or 2 a week to just share in the membership. And then, because these have the navigational tips, instruction sets of how to best navigate through this ascension process, transition between worlds. And this is where the false simulation is going fully offline. Like, this is going to be a wild ride, one way, shape, form, or another. And it has already started. Like, there's a lot going on, obviously. So anyway, so we do, and then I said 1 or 2 of them a month, I will make a live call. So you can also then ask me questions, like a little Q&A, comment, and interact with the participants live. So we do 1 of those calls today as a start to start this off properly. The new team Godhead container again, and this is a whole multidimensional container that is a very powerful miracle pod. So this is where we make the magic happen in all ways, shapes, and forms. And again, there will be 1 live call. The ones who have already signed up for the membership have received an email. And otherwise, if you sign up, you will then be able to access all the membership posts in the post sections, and they just have a little log symbol on top. And I've also seen that people actually that are signing up right now are getting access to the old Ascended Masterclass calls because of the way the system works, because I can't yet quite close the old container down in the system. Like it has, Ko-fi is great because I can, you know, as I want to change things, I can change them myself and just post and, you know, edit as I want, when I want. I don't need to ask anyone because I do a lot of things last minute. Well, at least have done so far. Anyway, and but you know, it has its limits. So anyway, just and that will only last for another couple of weeks, and then I will be able to close that fully down. But anyway, there's a little loophole for those that really want to level all the way up and maybe listen to quite a few hours of me helping you realign your blueprint. And because I literally am one of my greatest gifts is being able to see what people need to align in their blueprint. So to make corrections to the consciousness of how to perceive things differently. I can read people's intentions and their energy field. So, and this is happening, you know, obviously, I mean, this is how I receive my information. I do this at cosmic levels, planetary, within these calls. This whole YouTube channel is a whole container within itself. And these are all activations. They're very powerful. They all help you align that blueprint and help you ascend. So anyway, and then we're going to do a call on the 10th for the 10-10 portal. For me, this is the closing gate portal. This is we are shutting the simulation all the way the fuck down. This is our plasma light body, our supernatural gifts and abilities. It's all coming online. It's going to be so massive, like literally the only thing you need to be prepared for right now for those who've really truly done the work is biggest, wildest dreams fulfilled, becoming fully manifest. But no attachment to outcome, no attachment to the illusory world. You need to fully let go. You need to see it for the dream that it is. There is no world. There is just consciousness. You need to fully let go of all the storylines, everything. But again, in order to get there, you need to have purged, really purged all the anger, the frustration, the guilt, the shame, because it's held as foreign timelines in your body. That's what all the purging is for. You can't suppress it. Suppressing emotions, negative thoughts, pretending they're not there, literally causes disease in the body, mentally and emotionally, and then eventually physically. If you don't learn how to alchemize them, and that's literally all I talk about and do, is alchemizing shit into gold and a higher consciousness, more love, more wisdom, more understanding. But yeah, this also comes as tough love. Universal God's love is tough love and gentle love. And again, this is not about pacifying people or having them disempowered and just waiting for some abundance packages to land or some false technology that's supposed to heal your body. It's all consciousness. You need to fix your consciousness. That fixes everything else. And that's what I help people with. And it's literally invaluable. I know how powerful my work is. And I understand why people haven't been getting the value and not wanting, because it's jealousy, it's envy, competition in the field. And people don't understand even themselves enough because they're not true to themselves. And they don't even know why they're reacting and getting so triggered by me. But they can't help themselves to keep coming back for more either. So, you know, there's just this big hate love, like this big love bombing that gets on, that is being triggered in my field for people. Like they love me, and then it's like something I say, some shadows being triggered, and I can't sit with it and deal with it and observe it and transmute it, and they throw it at me and make me like out as if I'm, I don't know, some black witch or false feminine or, you know, question my intentions. Anyway, thinking that I am too good to be true. I know I am not. And yeah, you do seem like a bad person to people that then eventually again, because it's a big thing right now. We need to really focus our time, energy, resources. This is our life force. This is our currency. This is our quantum. It's consciousness. What we focus on, okay, and whom, and no longer waste it on people that don't give back to us. Anyone we have a relationship with, in any way, shape, or form, it needs to be balanced in giving and receiving, especially right now. And I'm no longer, so also for the call on the 1010 gateway. The title is, so the details are below in the description box for anyone who wants to take part. It's going to be super powerful. Let's switch all those plasma light bodies, rainbow light bodies all the way on, the crystalline grids, the body of God, okay? This is it. This is full and final lift-off and ascent. That's all I'm getting as messages. We are ready. The collective is ready, and this is going full steam ahead. No more waiting for nothing. So, basically, it's Team Godhead, Alpha and Omega become at one. So this is all about the divine union, hierogamic reunion blueprint of the Christus Sophia, fully completing and activating in the field, which Ascension is all about, which is what I've been teaching really, just in a different way than most people. Because it's all about polarity integration, the both ends, and seeing everything from a multidimensional perspective. Simultaneously, the quantum God mind fully online, and it's fully taking over. So resistance is futile. You will be shown the truth. You will know the truth. There's no more trying to tell yourself versions of reality to fit your false ego self. No, gone. All these false versions of self, masks, it's all, the reset is complete. So what I also saw, so again, if you want to take part in that call, it's going to be super powerful on the 1010 gateway. The details are below in the description box. You can sign up. And so I can't, no more discounts. And again, there's nothing I have against people, okay? And I love them, the ones I've been given discounts and half price and all of that stuff and for free. I just can't keep doing it. It causes me extra admin. I love you guys. But again, I need to focus my time on the people who can properly give back to me. And I know you have also given back to me, but this is like, we need to up level. It's already too cheap, the way what I'm offering. I just can't make it cheaper. It's felt in my field, and I just need to be now just, again, not having more work to, like basically giving more than I already am to help people who are constantly in the, they don't have enough to give me, where I'm giving more than enough. Like my heart and soul goes into everything I do here. And I need people to be all in as well. And I've given up and been tested on my journey so many times, especially when it comes to financial stuff. Like literally giving it all away for like some weekend retreat with a false light teacher, but it still was exactly what I needed at the time. And so, it led to a wild adventure that helped me to purge so much fear. And that's what it's all about. So we have been purging fear, parasitic, limiting programming, all of the shit, the doubts, the fears, the worries that are constantly running, telling us we're not enough. So this whole value, worth, abundance, prosperity is all connected with us fully claiming our gifts and abilities. And that's why I need to claim them. And this is why I can't just keep giving them away. And yeah, if people stop supporting me, then, again, I also need to shift the way I've been doing this, which I wanted for a long time. And even if very few people want to support me back and still access this information, it's literally, they're losing out, so to say. That's all I know. As well as, it's the both end. You truly have all the answers within you, as well as I truly help people to accelerate their journey and do this a whole lot easier with less pain and suffering. But you still need to go through it. You still need to purge. You still need to pass the initiations, the tests. But, if you want help, you also need to give back, especially now. Because what do you think New Earth is based on? That just a few people are doing all this stuff and you just expect, especially everything spiritual, to be for free? Again, people right now need to fully claim their abundance. And if you think that not needing anything and having no income is, I don't know, like wearing this like a badge of honor, which just a lot of light workers out there do. They kind of deny money, like it's evil. No, money is not evil. It's just a symbol in the dream field. What people do for money, that's evil. Yeah, and that's all back again down to power. What does it represent? Money, power. And people do a lot of stuff for money. It means in this reality, the old, the past, survival. It literally means life. And that's why people are and that's why people then also get a little bit weird next to all the shit that goes on in the field when it comes down to pressing a button and, spending money on something. Because there's also so much free out there in the spiritual community on purpose, because I just want to keep using your quantum, your attention for feeding their false light matrices. Like 5D Ascension, how it's been sold to us with payout packages and mad bets and some false politicians. It's part of a fake Ascension matrix. This is not Ascension. This is just getting out of the false matrix. Well, I mean, a false version of that. Anyway, we are accessing full organic 15-dimensional blueprint of the new cosmic Christ, the true divine template of the 144 plus 3 as the 13 as the 1, triple helix DNA, Esa Tenake, Kena Sututa, Aishanata. So this is where this all comes online. Only a few are going to ascend fully right now. And again, we're getting everyone else out of the false matrix. The truth is being fully revealed, and then people can truly decide which paths they want to take from here on in. But this is us all awakening all as one. Okay, we've all fallen as one in fear, because it's just one of us here, and we are rising as one in love. But again, what happens to each individual, the both end, is still down to them, as well as it's a happening. Because God is playing us all. And once you truly get this, you turn the whole paranoia, psychosis into pronoia. You understand that, oh, everything is happening for me, which it always has. It just wasn't so comfortable whilst you were in your false self. Because, yeah, the universe needs to obviously bang you about a little bit to really make you see that you keeping looping in old karmic cycles is not a good thing for you. And yeah, of course it would be painful. And having inverted, reversed thoughts that are not true, of course that cause disease and blockages in our body. So it comes back to consciousness, okay? And the new realities are all about giving and receiving equally, and not just a few of us doing it all and everyone's like happily taking but not giving back. And so far, the only way to tangibly give back is in monetary terms, you know, unless you are my neighbor and live somewhere next door. But you get me. So, and people just need to get it. I mean, to transcend all of, and this is also what's been clearing, all of the spells we have put ourselves around money, around everything. Belief systems are spells. So if you are adverse to money or the money systems, I mean, you just need to transcend them. We just infuse them with love. We use them like a monopoly bank and all of that stuff. You know, I'm not happy about it either, but like, unless you're like totally off grid, you know, yeah, and then otherwise, then yeah, you can't then take part. Then that's it. If you don't want to, you know, if again, there are times on our ascension journey where we are not working officially, okay, but again, the new earth realities is all about everybody does their part. We need to share the work. We need to share the resources, the gifts, the abilities. Like, I don't understand why people don't get this. And I just wait there and wait for, like again, in victim energy, just for these payout packages to come without them really, because it's not enough to just say you're all worthy and you love yourself. Okay, you need to clear out all of the shit that is telling you otherwise, that is subconscious, which is what all the shadow work is about and everything I've been talking about a lot. Anyway, it's all been known now in the field. We don't need some fake technology to show us some documentaries of what has truly happened. It's literally written into our DNA, and that's fully activating right now. So the true cosmic history records, free of all wars, fallen histories, inversions within the one consciousness, the split, the original split of the one consciousness, the fragmentation fully healed, and it's here now. Like, oh yeah, so I could see on the 3rd, so I went into a deep dive into the collective unconscious, doing my thing, and basically I could literally see we passed through the eye of the needle on the 3rd of October, so literally going through this passage, and this is like us sealing the deal. This is the reset done. I was also shown that previous resets in history, and there have been many, it's a little bit like in a matrix. Anyway, and previous times, again, you need to ask yourself from within the one consciousness, why would the one consciousness do this to itself? Because it literally went to these extremes. Like once you see the insanity of all of this, it was literally too much for the one consciousness to take, and it would reset itself. But you have enough memories, okay, to just give you enough to keep trying to make amendments and corrections in different timelines. And then you keep resetting it, And you keep going again until you kind of get it right, which is also different incarnations, what they're there for. But on a bigger level, that's what previous resets were for. And I know that the opposition uses that word a lot for, you know, the negative inverted way of that. But truly, this is a cosmic reset or rebirth, however you want to see this, of all souls, kingdoms, and worlds as one. And it's completing timelessly. And that time is now. The only thing I'm expecting without any attachment is big ass miracles and for the simulation to go fully offline. This is our time now. This week will be quite intense. Yeah, what I'm getting. So be prepared, okay? Loads of grounding, loads of clearing your energy field, okay? Fortifying it, just strengthening it, okay? Because once you are in no fear, because it's all clearing, all of these fear implants, okay? You're full of love. This is you. No negative energies can attack you. They can't get to you, especially now, because it's like instant cause and effect has taken over the whole karmic cycle. Misery. All right. I think that's basically it. So this is where the stuff gets very physical, okay? Oh yeah, and I just wanted to say one more thing because I didn't really finish that about the donations, okay? And I'm really grateful for anyone who sends me a donation, and I send them telepathic thank yous and blessings, okay? But it's another thing for me to open up a message and send someone a thank you message. It just drains me. I used to do this all the time. I used to help people online in messages, emails. I just can't do this, okay? You guys need to understand this, and I can't say more than sorry and constantly apologize for it. And I constantly already feel, you know, again, the people I'm directly working with every day, I don't even have, you know, time to answer their personal messages. And I'm constantly, excusing myself to them. I wanted to call my brother for the last 3 months. I haven't done this. I'm not good with messages, and it's too much. I'm doing everything on my own. And until this changes, I'm sorry, I just can't. And just please don't hold this against me. It's not okay. Okay. And I can't be bought with money. I don't get compromised. You can't impress me with that. And I don't give special favors or treatments. Yeah, sure. If somebody, has helped me in the past, especially with a bigger donation, of course I would be more, willing to, I don't know, open an email or a message from them if I knew who they were. And talk to them and maybe help them or whatever, where I could, but also just to a certain degree. There's nothing I'm owning them if somebody gives me a gift. That is already for giving me a gift, no, for what I've already provided here for free. Like, I didn't sign no contract that said I need to give something back to you. And I'm sorry if I don't give enough thank yous back. But that's why I also say it in the videos. Thank you so much for your support, truly, for those who are really meaning it. And don't just give it from some false place. Because there are many people out there who do all kinds of charitable work, but they're not really giving it from a pure heart. And I give from a pure heart everything I share, everything I give. But I need those people who also have those pure intentions and hearts in my life, and not those who are just taking. And again, I'm not judging those people. I just can't have this around me because it affects my field, and I just need to do something else and do some more healing. Yeah? Okay. So again, and we're all healing together, as well as it's the both end, where you just need to find your tribe right now, because the people who value you, truly see you, see your worth, really have your back, are loyal. They are, especially when we now come together in a physical, that's what fully heals the morphogenetic field, because that's what we're missing in the society. So we need to be that change, no? And that's all I talk about, and people just throw shit at me. So enough of this already. Okay, you're just doing it to yourself. Literally, that's what karma is all about. And, again, we are now receiving everything we've given out 1,000-fold, good and bad, so to say. And again, those I speak to, many of us have fully absorbed their karmic load and are now, a few of us ready to fully ascend. Again, there are different stages to ascension, and what people have an idea of what that even is or looks like. in the end, truly, it's all about the purity of the heart that will purify the mind, that puts everything else in order. And you just do this by becoming fully boundless and following your heart from one moment to the next. Every time you trust your intuition, your DNA heals and activates. Every time you let someone else talk you out of a truth you already know, it reverses, digresses. It's the same with all of this false history we've been taught. It's caused loads of shit, lower codings, overwriting, the truth of what we know innately inside of us. All right. Anyway, it's all coming online. The plasma light body fully lit up. The Albion body, the light body of Earth, and cosmically so. Okay. So join me on the 10/10 for the open group call if you want to sign up separately or for the memberships. Again, details are below. And again, we have on the 7th today for all members a little special live Zoom call, cosmic update, so an extension of this, of what's going on and what's ahead, and whatever else comes in as navigational tips and instruction sets in the now moment. You never know what kind of magic we may create. And as always, the replays are also available. And thank you so much for everybody who truly, sincerely, from a pure heart, supports me and wishes me the best. I wish you all the best, no matter how you think about me, truly. I don't judge, I speak truth, okay? Because I am here to return the truth. And the true divine feminine speaks the truth. She's asked for help and support, and people are just sitting there and I don't know, laughing and judging, telling her she's not doing it right and why she's not getting the support she needs. Oh my God, seriously, the gaslighting. So anyway, it's all dissolving in the field now as all of this faulty programming fully dissolves. I'm just not having it. So, it's the both end, as well as I'm just speaking the truth, sending in that truth, because that's what I came here for, because the true divine feminine doesn't stand on eggshells, walks on them. She speaks the truth. She does trigger people, especially the false ego self. It's literally her job, because she's the oracle, and the truth, is what liberates us all. But yeah, sometimes people, again, when we're still wounded, anything can trigger us. And it's okay, as well as you just need to own it instead of throwing it back at people. That's all. We don't need to be perfect. We just need to own our shit. Self-awareness, mindfulness, that's all. I constantly do corrections and try and improve. As well as I know I am perfectly imperfect as I am right now. And so are you. And I remind people of that, of the God sovereign free self, how to love themselves more truly, all parts, shadow and light, not just the good parts, and how to alchemize all of the shit. So anyway, again, look back at other videos. They all have timeless navigational tips, instruction sets in them. They all help you energetically to clear, heal, balance, harmonize, upgrade your field. Again, you still need to work through that. But it sure goes a lot quicker, easier, more gracefully if you have an open mind and a heart. Okay, because it does take a brave heart and a strong mind to keep sticking with my teachings and sharing, so to say. Because I get it, I've had many people who kind of go off me and then see kind of, again, this black witch syndrome, like this, as if I'm working for the dark side all of a sudden just because I'm speaking of something that goes against some of their deepest held beliefs. And then, years later or whenever, they come back around and some even apologize. Anyway, but it's all just about, I truly all just want us to agree on one version of reality, which is the real truth. And it's happening from within the oneness, because as the core of the cosmic monad does this, as we change, all changes, because we hold the core of these blueprints, these source codes. So we don't need out there the fake reality where 95% is fake anyway, and NPCs running around to change. We change, they change. You would see, especially now. So these geomagnetic storms, solar storms, are perfect for the consciousness to shift, to tune in, light up the grids, use my activations if, you want to, can use them on the SoundCloud. Some are also in the description box. for free to help you along, or one, of the ones from previous group calls, if you have been part of them, especially the last few have been very powerful. And they really help you align with that God self, that frequency of true divine love, real truth, power, wisdom, and what it means to be a truly God sovereign, free, cosmic Christ being, fully returned. Okay, because some of us came here as ascended masters, leading us all home across the Rainbow Bridge, and we're now taking these final steps, and this is where also this gate closes. So let's see how this all plans out, but this is crunch time, babies. All right, so make it good, make it magical, shine bright, rise higher than ever before as you go deeper than ever before, because you have to go deep to rise high. Okay, can't be afraid. So this is full purging of any remaining fears. Just observe. Don't believe in them, don't feed them, don't judge them, don't fight them. Okay, there's nothing to fight, just to let go of this false reality. There is no world. Just pure consciousness, energy, frequency, and vibration, full surrender to source. Allow source to redream reality through you. You have nothing to figure out. Stop problem solving, just full surrender, and everything is known in this space. And you just ask the questions of what you want to know. The answer might not come straight away, but it will come, especially now as all of the shit clears, all of the black magic. And again, it's our own spells, belief systems. And especially around money and self-worth, if again, you have an issue with making money in this reality, you're not claiming that life force abundance as it represents itself in this reality. Yeah, of course, you're not going to, again, enslave yourself or whatever to the systems. But again, use your gifts, use your abilities. If not now, then when? We came here to reclaim the roles we used to play, the new ones as well, because some are being promoted beyond what they had access to before, and some are being demoted because they haven't aligned their blueprints enough. But this is all about fully quantum aligning yourself with your fully ascended diamond avatar self, or as high a version of that quantum potential you have available right now. These are massive, this final one big massive quantum leap jump breakthrough is right here, right now. And it's going to complete, I believe, before we ever get to the 1010 call. So again, this is already in the field. As soon as you sign up, you enter this field. The activation is already online. It's already super powerful in the field. So we're not waiting for any call in the 1010. Any moment now, biggest, wildest dreams fulfilled. Edenic bodies and realities fully online. The full awakening of the collective. Imagine that. If not now, then when? If not us, then who? But we need to do it and believe in it and make it truly so. With true divine action, fully aligned with your inner wisdom, guidance, the heart leading you from one now moment to the next. You don't need nothing figured out. Your safety and provision comes from your connection to source. No physical possessions right now will give you the safety that you might have gotten from it previously. You can't have any attachment to anything. Again, I've many times had to let everything go, sacrifice all of my possessions. Basically, I have very little possessions. And I've lived from one now moment to the next for the last 6 years. And it taught me a whole lot of magic and how to roll this multidimensional style. All right, now we show them how Ascension is truly done. This is where this completes. Join me if you like in the field, if you sign up, or for the membership. Again, it's a whole multidimensional bonanza field that we share there. All right. Thank you so much for your support. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Thank you for keeping the faith, the vision, the frequency of New Ascension Earth, not giving up, not giving in, and now fully and truly claiming your worth and your value, and not just saying it, doing it. Okay? And no longer doing things for free. You need to let go of these begging bowl contracts and poverty contracts and vows that we have taken in other lifetimes and be able to marry the spiritual with the physical, because that's literally what we're doing, which would be to say, hey, these are my spiritual gifts and abilities. I know they activate X, Y, Z in you, like the keys, the codes, the remembering in other people, whether it's your paintings, your music, your whatever, and wear this proudly, even if nobody is at first interested, or even just one or two people. It's about you claiming your worth and then saying, hey, you know, this is the price. Whilst you're not taking the piss. And if you think of art and all of that stuff, I mean, you know, that some paintings go for millions, others for, I don't know, 10, 20 euros. But, you know, we're going to keep it real because the new realities truly are all about, you know, simple living as well as infinite abundance, the both ends. But I'm going to share more in the Cosmic Update in our membership call later today, and then in the 1010 call that you can sign up for separately. And again, tune into the field because a lot of that information is being transmitted through this new Cosmic Emerald Crystal Diamond Rosette network, which is telepathic. And that's the thing. It doesn't matter what we say, it's what we really truly feel and think that's in the field, and that's been felt by all. So pretending doesn't help anyone. I understand people are afraid of confrontation, but we need to be able to conflict resolve. If we don't talk about shit, I mean, there was something that came up today again. And it's like, if we don't talk about stuff, nothing gets resolved. And people make up all kinds of stories and just this shit. It's absolutely unnecessary if you would just speak. And to understand people are afraid to do that. Okay? But like, I mean, like right now, you just gotta be brave. Like a lion, okay? And roar and shine bright and stand in your truth and walk it and be that and be divine love in action, because that's what makes the magic happen. And our impossible dream of new earth a true reality now. All right, let's do this. Let's be this. Let's ascend. Our time is now. I see you at a campfire party or in one of my calls. So much love. Bye bye bye.